Yeah, no, we'll do a recording for now. But I really need to keep things as limited as I can for everything going forward, so... That's going to be the difficult part of this. With all things considered. Also, I know for a fact that these don't like to fire properly when they're pre-placed, so I'm going to really limit my placement on that. But regardless... A lot of work today. Okay. And then we just merge everything and then build an internal garrison. I'm not a turtle. Sir. Please. Yeah, we do have a new Toyota war coming out soon as well. Yeah, that's going to be high enough. All right, cool. So I can build fortifications like that. That should be fine. So now what I need to do is just layer this properly with, like, I want to say 20 dudes, give or take. I'd have more stuff in storage, but it's MCO framework, so having that much for vehicles isn't going to be too effective, but I should have 2 tanks ready to go. So let's get those sorted. I can just spawn them in. Let's actually save that on the boot roster instead. Yeah, no, it should be good. But yeah, it's gonna be a long dev day. It's gonna be a very, very long dev day. Yeah, right, Tootie? Hey, Spy Cakes, how are you? But yeah, no, today's gonna be just a very busy day, unfortunately. But we'll make it work, you know? Everything I'm going to be building today. I completely forgot I'm also supposed to have a New Horizons mission ready to go by the end of today, and I'm like, I'm probably not going to get to that considering the 2 other things I want to tackle first. Oh well. Shit happens. Sometimes I miss my own deadlines. Just a matter of, yeah. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Subbing sub LCPL hard LCPL goat.
Big Dumbs, thanks so much for the 11-month resub there. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Basically, how we're going to do today is I'm going to be working the next probably 6 or 8 hours working on getting this done, stuff lined up for PFP, Pay for Pain this weekend, and then probably make a random one-off for the 506 tonight and just state, yeah, it's because the development date kind of stacked up on some other stuff that I got incredibly busy on, unfortunately. Korean War thing get fixed? I haven't checked yet. I assume it will be in time, because that's literally just a development hurdle. But it should be fixed by now, and if not, I know how to fix it. It's just a very long and tedious process, and I will literally gut mods to make that work, so. Alright. Now, there's an easy way to do this and a really dumb hard way. We're gonna do it the dumb hard way, which actually I think is just the easy way with extra steps. Playable, no, that's not what we want. We want them set to perma standing, and I want pathing on. I mean, I could actually, let's set them to dynamic. Let them crouch around and whatnot. And then I have to decide where I'm going to actually build my objectives here. I think we're going to hug the northern side, which means I'm going to need emplaced units. Yeah. Why'd you hit escape? Escape bypasses that, you goober. Fairly simple stuff. Morning voice? Yeah, no, this is, I do sound a little groggy. I do apologize. Alright. Hey, Sparky. But yeah, no, I'm doing well. We just have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, Tootie, I think we have a copy as well somewhere, and it's already been re-uploaded within TSB. But I do appreciate the offer. So right now, I'm literally just going to go through random enemy positions and decide how to fortify them. What I might also do is I might build basic fortifications for infantry for everything considered, but set them to a careless hold fire as well as simulation disabled state. Just so I can have everything properly run here. But I don't want to do anything too advanced, because in the test stop we did with the tanks, there were some pretty interesting things with the armor pieces going on in the RPT. I don't think it was anything, but it was still noteworthy for me. So I don't want to risk anything. But yeah, no, we're just going to spend 2 hours pretty much building this. And I'll occasionally read chat, you know? But I hope you're all doing okay. Oh, and Bloodwing's apparently making grilled cheeses upstairs, so I do apologize when I have to munch on it. But it's just so damn good. Okay, grilled cheeses, man. What can you do? So these I'm going to deploy in the field, because what I found out is if they're pre-placed in the Eden editor, they are super buggy. And it's not just that, it's anything to do with the LATGM. It'll do that glitch where it'll fire twice, like you can click it twice and it doesn't shoot anything. And it's like, why? Why do you do this to me, sir? Please. Please just work properly. Please, sir, I beg of you. But yeah, no, so vehicle placement we're definitely going to do later. And then spawning squads will also be important, but... yeah. Keep it simple, nice and easy. Radio guy in the corner. Some lined up riflemen to defend. Another heavy anti-tank, because this is going to be very emphasized on making sure the infantry don't bum rush with their vehicles. And if they are, that there's a fair bit of AI to help defend against that. Just because. Never get between a man and his grilled cheese. Yeah, right? What version? What, they have one that came out? Oh, shit. So where are they uploading that, then? Because I know Armaholic isn't a thing anymore, so, like, do they still have a Discord or something? That would actually be really interesting, to get to Skelly and whoever else manages the IFA mod set right now. Because I think we have our own, like, custom, like, our own cached version of it uploaded, if I recall correctly. So that's interesting. So here's what I'm going to do with this group. We're going to make them stand up. Pathing, but also their simulation disabled. And then we can fix that later. And then here I can actually do the same thing with some guys in here to make a secondary defensive line just to garrison this building. What's this mission about? Look at the mission document. We're basically making the AO here after I'll be honest, I made most of this in terms of all the framework, and then I just got caught up with a bunch of other things. I'm hoping that that will all be released ASAP. I'm thinking probably by tonight, if not tomorrow night, through a YouTube video talking about everything that I've been working on. Oh, we don't want that checked off. All right. There we go. We want those checked off. But I've been pretty busy. I'm feeling fine. This is just how I sound in the morning. My voice changes as my vocal cords relax throughout the day. Because normally I sleep in till like 10 or 11, so this is just what happens. Okay, I need to stop placing from here and go back to copying. I mean, we don't really need AT. Excuse me. I just need riflemen more than anything. And then we can group all of these together, put them on that. Because every less AI group is less stuff for the server to have to worry about. So that's that done. Is there any other position I might want to have garrisoned in the meantime? Yeah. Give me one over here. Because again, these are just infantry templates more than anything. A lot of this is going to rely on stuff being spawned in. Because you don't want to have a lot of stuff pre-slotted or pre-made for MCO, because MCO has like 90 to 100 players most of the time, unless we do the small scale ones, but it's scaled down for the reason of really a lot of the server resources are going to be dedicated proportionally to the players, but also the zoos. So you want to keep everything as minimalistic as possible, just to keep everything else in line. Because everything that I need spawned in beforehand, like Gepards, maybe a few armor pieces, I'll do that beforehand, sure. But it's actually not going to be a lot as I decide which positions are going to be what. One thing I will do, though, is at any, like, quote-unquote military position I deem, I will put a first aid box somewhere. Just to help the player base with their local medical logistics, but everything else is going to be entirely up to them. That's why I have a script that recompiles unit inventories, so they can loot bodies easier. I'm not doing that for MCO because it's way too framey to run with 90 players, and we were having some issues with it yesterday, and I don't want to deal with that. Here, this guy's the radio man, so I can locally adjust him. Radio man's actually kind of important because this is the 80s, quote unquote, so I do have to make sure everything that, you know, would be able to logically communicate with each other can logically communicate with each other. Now, I did have a heavy AT back here with sim disabled. Perfect. Because right now we're literally just building garrisons and I'm picking up the pieces here. But it also becomes a nice little mental game of I have to balance myself with the player base and see what I can do and get away with in a limited amount of time, which I find quite interesting. But everything else I need at this point can just be copied and pasted. Oh dear, I have to make room for that. Drink? Just water, please. Thank you, boo. Alright. So, locally speaking... yeah, we do have this. I need... let's do a spawn-in test real quick, because I need to see what it takes to blow up one of those bridges, because I need to get a bridge-deploying vehicle. I don't have a spawn point set in yet. Alright, now hold up, I gotta put in some other stuff. Blue 4 is West Germany, so they're the US-backed dudes. Where's MCO 14's framework? Because it's literally just going to be the same stuff copy-pasted. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to take MCO 14's framework, put that in MCO 15's framework, tab back in attributes, multiplayer, set all this stuff properly. And that should be good. So some bridges are destroyable, some are not. It depends on the map and what assets utilized. Also, I need to update the roster because I think I added a 4th pilot. Also, I am going to eat lunch, so I'm sorry that you hear crunch. Had an incident with the Polaris in the... So something just insta-killed me at spawn. I'm gonna quickly look into that. What just blew up? Oh, right, I haven't coded you yet. Duh. Alright, well I'll recode those later. Everything else should be fine, right? Yep, okay. Okay, so that blowing up, I think, just murdered me, which is funny. Yeah, no, all those are set proper. Oh, that's why the files didn't go in the proper place either, because I put them in the wrong debug slot. That's okay. That's funny. It's a carrot. I'm so sorry. I'm hungry. Why did you spawn in? Cool. I'll have to debug that one too. How did you... the fuck? Awesome. Cool. So just spam it with lightning bolts and I can break it. Excellent. But they don't all break. You lied to me. What else did I want to blow up? I forgot. Oh, right. So they said these were destructible. Nice. Cool. I'm gonna check the engineers, make sure I can do that properly. But here, let me grab a copy of you. Let's try this out. Yes. 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 Okay. Can anyone join MCO? Yeah, just go request an auxiliary slot. I think we still have a few openings in a few places. And then I can pick it up? Oh. Yeah. I needed to really test for that. Chips. Okay. So, who the hell in here? Who the heck are you? How did you infiltrate the roster? Sir? Have the engineers added.
Send in Go Team 6 now.
Hello there.
Okay, pilot. Would have just been easier for me to copy that entire thing and change the literature, but that's okay. Do it the hard way. Volcanium check, which I assume this easy is for. Thanks for the resub, my man. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. By the way, for all you Czech players out there, we're going to be covering another Czech event, I think by the end of the month. Don't ask why I do it. I just find it very interesting. But yeah, I know it's going to be Nomad's community, which is actually just a few different communities working together. So something for you guys, since I know I have a niche fan base of Czech players, and I find it interesting to be able to do stuff like that, so might as heck keep it going. I'm debating, do I want to do any fortifications for these Futron bases, or do I just want to keep it as is? I might, well, no, they're right next to the border fence. So we'll keep the, we'll keep it going. So we're gonna check it out, great. No, no, not the check jokes again. No, bad. We're not gonna do mines because it's our own territory, or their own territory. Jeez, I'm using communistic terms like ours, good God. Nah, we don't want that, not yet. All right. Debating what I put in here. I'm probably not even going to garrison this yet. Instead, just do fast garrisons. We'll just do vehicle templating instead, to be perfectly honest. Because the rest of this is just... setting everything up proper. Yeah, we have a little berm right here. But in terms of actually grouping everything, I think we'll keep this as is. I do need like a rear command post though. Yes, I know the checkpoint. So here's the thing, the checkpoint op keeps getting delayed because of various different freaking reasons, and I do apologize for that. It's just a matter of things keep getting delayed, unfortunately. Yeah, so this will be the objective area. Just a matter of how far I want to push everything back, because I can keep having stuff. I think just a final... Oh, this looks military enough. Yeah, no, so that'll be the final one. So let me start putting map markers down. Yeah, no, it's on me, but it's also because other... So here's the thing about checkpoint RP, and this also ties to the check thing, too. I originally had it scheduled for that date, and I forgot literally a month ago. I told Nomad that I would cover it on that date, and I just didn't write it down because I completely forgot, because this was like 2 months in advance. So the only reason I keep pushing back the checkpoint RP is because there's something else that I pre-planned like a month or two ago and completely forgot about. So that's on me. But I assure you, it is now set on its final date, which is like beginning of March. And there's no way it's going to be pushed back any further. So right now, I'm just trying to decide... what I want to do here, and then anywhere where I might have fortifications, I'll put a triangle down to indicate to them and to indicate to me that, you know, there might be something custom there. And if it's outside, if it's close to the town itself, I won't mark it. But if we put it down like that, and again, not everything's gonna be accurate. Oh, that's cute. The river runs out over there. Yeah, righto, Max. I feel ya. Don't worry, buddy. I feel ya. This is where the river runs out. Grab a cover map module. Do I not have flags for either side? Do I not have a West and East German flag? Yes, boo. Do I love you? Of course I love you. Okay. Thank you. You're feeding me cheese. Thank you. It's good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm working. Now you're eating my chips. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna eat a little faster to appease her. Do we not have a West and East German flag? I could have sworn we did. The heck? Yeah, Dreadnought, it's my personal Discord. I'm actually impressed. I thought we had... No, there it is. God, I'm blind. I swear, though, that was not there before. So where's the West Germany one? Right? There should be a West Germany flag, too. West Germany would just be Germany? Okay. Okay. You're probably right. Just gonna staple that around. So what I'm trying to do now, let's do standard drawn. And then here, you said mines, right? I mean, because the river runs out, I'm actually just going to make an artificial minefield here. Mark that as AT minefield. So I'm gonna eat my sandwich. I'll still reply to chat, but she's gonna kill me if I don't eat it. So. Plus, I'm hungry. Plus, it's not a grilled cheese; it's a panini. Delicious. Turkey and Swiss panini with pesto max. with pasta. All right. So I think Zeus-wise, just having everything pre-built, because again, in the test op, we found out that ATGMs have issues when they're spawned in Eden. And I don't want to have too much stuff spawned in at once because that makes the server very framey, especially considering we'll probably have, like, you know, a full 90-person, if not at least 80-person MCO here, and that's going to be difficult to work with. So now I just have to build my logistics. So for that, I'm going to tab out. All right, let's get the... This is where I'm going to literally build everything back again, so... You'll see this will look really weird in Eden, but I'll show you what I'm going to do to it so it'll not look that weird. I'm sure that's a very good explanation, but just don't worry about it, okay? You got to trust me. Alright, so now we're going to have to do our custom scripting bollocks. So we have those. We got 3 armed BTRs for command assets. Now, some of these are going to respawn, some of them are not. Then we have our BRDM. Which I'll tuck over there. 6 BMP-1s. I don't think they can fit in the barn. Yeah, it's a little tight, and you gotta really, like, make this simple for your player base, otherwise they'll probably screw it up. No offense to my players, but I found that if you just make things simpler, they are less likely to screw it up. Two ZUs. Three 2S1s, because I'm literally having them operate a battery, because I'm nice. That's not slanted, is it? But yeah, no, a lot of the lag is just going to come from having all these vehicles templated, to be perfectly honest. 4 ammo fuel repair trucks. Those don't respawn. Let me just fact check them real quick. Yep, okay. 4 is actually going to be harder to template than you think. So where the heck am I going to put the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th sets? Is there room back here for me to shove those? That's 1, 2. We can do the 2 transport trucks right there. Oh yeah, no, spawn is going to be super framey with all these vehicles though, so I will make a mental, well not a mental, I will put an actual note down in MCO to say, hey, it's going to be framey. Warning you now. But once you leave spawn, specifically away from all these vehicles, you'll be fine. I'm gonna be honest, do we need 4 sets? Because 1 for spawn, 1 for the field, and 1 as a replacement? No. Let's do 3. Let's just keep it easy. And then 2 transport trucks. Here's another question. We should put them all in their winter camos, right? They won't respawn with the winter camo, though, so is it even appropriate? No, we'll just claim it was rushed. Because that's just going to confuse people later on if people die and all that happens, you know? I'll put a little Q&A section at the end of random questions I thought of. And then 2 sets of MIs and the PKGEL 469, which is this. Which I'll shove in the back right there. As a command car. Alright, so I have a 60-second respawn timer. We'll put that down right there. Player respawn position we'll put right here. Let me get another carrot. That one's easy enough. I have to do aircraft templating, though. So, let's put these out here. And let's actually yank these out. Put them out here. Then I can take these. Oh, God, fuck, power line. That would have been funny if I didn't catch that. Oh my God, alright. You didn't want to take off, did you? No, you didn't. Power line. You don't need to take off, sir. Okay. So then we're going to move the BTRs from out here into there. On the back line like that. So now it's a matter of everything we want to be able to respawn. I'm also going to do it in multiple different sections. I don't know why. I have a possible theory on this, but I just have a feeling that I could be right about this. Again, I don't think it's the case, but I just want to be safe. I'm grouping everything to different spawn points simply because I'm worried if so many are put on one that it causes a weird lag spike. I just thought of it. It would make sense based off of a few things I've run into in the past with this, with grouping all of them to one slot. And I'm actually going to write that down to test that. Again, probably not the case. Probably just overstepping my bounds there, but I just want to make sure. All right, now we have to do some fun stuff. Hide model. Hide model. Tab out. Grab my fun script. I can open up OBS again. And see all you wonderful people chatting again. My apologies for having to tab out there. No. I set that wrong. That would have attached the BTR to the radio, not the radio to the BTR. Alright, well, we'll know what works if things just happen to explode. I did also say I would make a mortar pool. So we're going to do 3 of each. Because it's something for the engineers to utilize. I'm not sure if they will, but hey, you never know. Yeah, everything there is set right. Why is 7 in front of 6? Why do you do this to me, game? Why can't I just have something numbered properly? 6, 7, yeah, so it just... You hate me, it's why. Everything makes sense. Game just hates me. Uh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 8, 8. 8, 8. 8, 8. Wow, thank you, game. Really cool. It's probably because I fat-fingered that one. Thankfully, it's an easier fix. So I can select all of them and edit it all at once. That's the loadout. That's not what I want. What else can I fat-finger today? Yep, alright. That all works. My god. I need to check the engineers. So what's stopping them from running around and bypassing that to get to there? Well, they'll need the bridge pieces from over here. So I'm going to change that with a different marker. Because otherwise, what's stopping the bypass? So that strengthens the need for finding that bridge piece even more. Liru, how do you attach your Zeus to another character without remote controlling them? What do you mean, Frisco? Like... Let me still go through my checklist here. And my computer's like 4 years old. The best stuff about it's like a 770K, i7 core, a 1080 Ti. I'll update that command in probably 1 or 2 years when I actually update my computer. But the if you go to any one of my YouTube videos, I have a spec list from PC Part Picker there. No problem. But I don't really play any of the top AAA things. Arma 3 is very forgiving because it's like 20-year code. So you just really need a strong CPU with its emphasis on its primary core. You don't want a bunch of weaker cores that are working together with hyper-threading. You want something with the most powerful primary core that you can get, because Arma doesn't do hyper-threading. Well, it does, but it doesn't do it really well, because, again, it's like 20-year-old code. Frisco, do you mean this? Because that's the only thing I can think of.
Send in go team.
Tiger Jr., I did see you say your first message there as well. Welcome. Thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. So here, quick frame test. I'm streaming, so it's a good field test for what they're feeling. Yeah, this is going to be a framey one. So yeah, I should not pre-template anything else in the enemy spawn and just be spawning it manually. But even then, I think that's just because of all the stuff in here. So if I teleport out, for example, and go in the open, it's going to improve. Probably 60. Oh, fuck me. Really? Damn. So when we have 90 players on, that's going to be jumping down to like 20. But there was a notable like 8 to 10 frame difference there, but yeah, with so few things pre-templated. Here, if I delete you, you, and you, and I go back to that corner, how much does it jump? Not much. So having that, because all that stuff was sim disabled, so that's fine. I think it's just like purely the amount of vehicles here. But let me go ahead and start doing respawn tests. So your 3.4 gigahertz CPU isn't bad per core. Again, per core it doesn't really matter, but 3.4 gigahertz, yeah, you'll be fine. If you start streaming and recording at the same time, then it'll start to suffer a little bit, speaking from experience there. Just make sure if you ever do, you offload your streaming to your GPU instead of your CPU for Arma 3. And then you'll probably see while you stream and record probably around 8 to 10 frame loss, I would say. But it's still manageable. Okay, so both of those work fine. You spawn in there. If you get destroyed, what does that then look like? Yeah. Okay. I like that. Perfect. You go back at base. These didn't explode, which is great. So, these have a hidden TFAR tower on them because these are communication BTRs. So basically, wherever you drive these, you will be able to communicate with other people with long ranges because it's basically extends your TFAR range, which I love. So they'll at least be able to always contact their base and the base back to them. But by having two, they can also keep one in the command team position and always have contact with their headquarters. Which is quite nice. Trying to think, is there anything else I really want to test? We tested pylons already. Let's do some simple respawn testing. See how that goes. I think the trucks are also meant to be respawnable, so I'll fix that in a second. Righto, man. Welcome. Sounds like a math question. Don't even get... Oh my god, Sunday. Don't even get me started on what I was having to talk about last night. Optimization questions. Like, is there a way to latch Zeus onto a character with remote controlling them? You know, just to jump from unit to talk quickly? So let me get this straight. You want to have a unit... I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say here. Ammonia, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Without remote control, yes. But you have to set up a virtual Zeus client. All right, everything respawned without blowing up. That's good. And that is something that I don't actually know how to do. I think it's a different module, but I never do I never do virtual clients because I always prefer to have a physical form. But if you look up how to set up a virtual Zeus client, wherever your camera is where your TFAR audio gets delivered. So I'd recommend something like that. There's also something else I can show you, but BRB 1 second. Sorry about that. So another thing you can look into is with TFAR Beta, which is technically the current build of TFAR. They call it Beta out of respect because the original dev for TFAR disappeared, and Deadman Miller took it upon himself. He's one of the coding gurus for Arma 3, which he's now also officially like a staff member for Bohemia, but that's a whole character arc I won't get into. You can, I'm pretty sure, set some stuff in here to also work with what you're looking for Zeus. I just don't remember where. I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure if it was spectator-based or if it was Zeus-based. But your best bet would be to, hearing from Zeus camera. Yeah, this is it. So if you want to hear them locally from the Zeus camera yourself, but you aren't able to talk to them, the only way to talk to them is with the virtual Zeus client. And I think, again, this is me talking out of my ass here from what I remember, but I think that has to do with a different module. I think it's this one, but I could be wrong, so please look up virtual Zeus client, and you should be, you'll be on the right track. So TFAR might be vanilla for Arma 4? Maybe. We can only really speculate, because here's the deal, all right? Let me mute my music for this explanation here. Here's what we know, all right? And here's what you need to look out for right now. So Arma 3 Reforger was confirmed last month or about a month and a half ago. I'm not saying anything about it because I'm pretty sure they got pissed with me during the Splendid Squad stuff because I hinted at Arma Reforger, also because I used the Ron Studio on accident for a meme. But I'm not really speaking about it because I'm worried it might piss people off upstairs. I heard a rumor that there is also something Bohemia related going on. Which is why I'm also laying low, because I think I pissed people off to not be a part of that thing. But I think it has to do with Arma Reforger being official and coming soon. No, I didn't break any NDAs. It was Splendid Squad was a completely like guest work thing. I thought it was really cool to work with everyone and to do something special like that for that, but I think I just accidentally made a few people mad with some Easter eggs in there, but that's besides the point. So here's back to the point at hand. Watch Arma Reforger closely, because that is going to be the progenitor project that then goes into Arma 4. This is how Bohemia is going to get the test experience needed to make a project such as Arma 4, because Arma Reforger is going to have the infusion engine. It's going to have all the stuff that they want to put into Arma 4. So you need to watch that closely. Whatever features that could seem to fit into Arma Reforger, you are probably going to see in Arma 4. I say probably because nothing's ever set in stone. Things turn around. A lot of crazy shit's been going on, but that is what you want to look for right now. Let me put my music back on. I'm not feeding you Arma 4 hope, because Arma 4 is eventually going to happen. I think they pushed the timetable back because of what happened with some DayZ stuff, which I'm not going to get into. But again, this is pure speculation. But we'll see how things go. Exactly, Broadshore. Reforger is the test bed for Arma 4. But think about it. Think about it. Let me, okay. Who remembers Arma 3's debacle back in 2013? If anyone was there for that, that was an utter freaking shit show. They don't want to do that again. So what better way to test something like that than to have a pet project called Arma Reforger to iron out all the bugs before you release something? Think about it. It's smart. So Reforger is basically the remaking of Arma Cold War Assault, but in the infusion engine. It's going to be really freaking cool. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is basically get some operating images here. Alright, so now I'm going to tab out, open up OBS, and start taking pictures to put in the document. And for legal reasons, I am going to say, again, this is purely my speculation. Hypothetically, if I do have signed NDAs active right now, I am smart enough not to talk about them. And if there's anything that happens to be tied to anything that, you know, is active in any sort of NDA out there, I haven't signed it. Because again, hypothetically, if there was an NDA involved, I actually read that shit thoroughly and make sure not to touch on anything. Good shit. I'm gonna be honest. One health issue and I'm financially crippled for the rest of my life. One legal issue and I'm financially crippled for the rest of my life. So I ain't gonna make any risks. If Liru ever goes missing, call the Greek embassy. I'd tell you to call Bloodwayne, but she'll probably be out of the country at that point. Alright. Yeah, Jansel, I mean, again, hypothetically, if I have any active NDAs, I'm not allowed to talk about certain things until they're publicly released, because that's common in an NDA, until it becomes public knowledge. And the only things that I might have leaked in the past were from areas where there were no NDAs signed, and I was told to spread rumors about. Okay. I'm going to be honest, though, and let me unmute myself for this one, too. Back in 2018, 2019, I had a massive like an amazing info hub where like I knew almost everything going on in every major Arma 3 community. Specifically around Star Sims and any other YouTubers community, I knew almost everything about as soon as it would happen because I just thought I was curious about the damn information. But yeah, I'm still taking pictures. I had contacts everywhere, and that kind of all died down at around 2020 when I started making some transitions in my life between doing this all casually for fun and then realizing, hey, I'm gonna like finish this up soon, and I need to, start doubling down on some other priorities if I really want to make a living off of this stuff. So I didn't really maintain that info network as much anymore, and I haven't really since, because nowadays I'm crippled for the day if I have more than 20 people message me. You know what I mean? Because I'm so busy with all this other stuff. So there was a time where I knew a lot of stuff that was going on, and that's how I was able to make a lot of crazy predictions. Half of them, I would say it was a 50-50 streak. The only reason the other half wouldn't come true is because other stuff got in the way of certain people's things, which is understandable. But, you know, we'll see how things go. Back to music. But I am going to say for the record here, the YouTube video coming out, I think tomorrow night is when I'll post it. That goes over the YouTube channel and everything. I've really doubled down on a lot of stuff that I need to do. And I hope it's going to be a long video. I will have a reward for people that watch it till the end. But it's pretty timely. But it's going to go over everything and anything really possible with what I'm covering. I will also say this for the record. If any of you know of any super hardcore commando units that fought in any war, let me know. But they have to meet the following criteria. I'm not going to list that criteria out because it's very specific, so I'm going to list you two examples. Mac VSOG or... Oh my god, what were they called? 1 second. Or Alamo Scouts. So if you know of any units like Mac VSOG or Alamo Scouts, feel free to DM it to me on Discord so I can look into it. And if you don't know what either of those are, look it up. I think people are going to know what Mac VSOG is, but Alamo Scouts, that's a good one. All right. I'm thinking this is it for this document. I'm going to tab out now and start writing things up. Okay, let's make sure I don't post anything inappropriate in my... Oh, it's going to do that bullshit where I got to post them one at a time, isn't it? Okay. Fine. I can play that game. Actually, no, there's one other picture, one other thing I want to put on the map here. First. Then I'll put these out. But yeah, hold your suggestions real quick for anything, because I'm tabbed out right now. I want to write this all up in the document and then switch over to... I'm gonna build a one-off for the 506 tonight. I just can't. I can't focus on too many big projects at once. I do go crazy. Oh, Right. And I need to check. Engineers have, boom boom. Wait, what kit is this? Did I not? What? I thought I gave him backpacks. Whatever. I'll fix that in a second for Q&A. All right, cool. Let me do a write-up real quick.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Keep putting out awesome stuff.
Son of Sun Tzu, thanks so much for the 8-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying all the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. It's the wrong picture.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Where's the minefield going?
I'll show you in a second. And then do I have a section that breaks down operations and what we're doing? No, I don't, but I'll put out a document. I'll just write up as an announcement, actually, and announce it tonight. I think that'll be easier. But Eagle Andy, thanks for the 47-month resub, my man. You have been here quite a while. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this little developed scenario, which is actually going to be a big one because we're doing a lot of mission development. Okay, so the minefield is basically because the river runs out right here. So this is basically me saying, hey, don't circumvent the damn river. Otherwise, I will blow you up, and it'll be fun for me, but not them. Now, what I want to do real quick is change the engineers' loadouts. Because I could have sworn I gave them backpacks. Did I set them as NGs, though? Yeah, they're set as NG, so why do they not have toolkits? That's so weird. So let's do a toolkit. Four of those, and then some demo. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have to build their resupply. And look up where I meant to put that. Let me go ahead and test this on the border real quick before I finalize the change I want to put on that. I need to keep finishing my lunch. Well, if players want to have fun in an minefield course, I have something called my IED course, and I need to do one. It's been a while. That was always fun. That was always fun. Falcon saying, oh boy, not again. I know, right? It's going to be so fun when it happens again. I might have just killed myself, but you know what? It's for the memes. Excellent. Hey, Scariest, how are you? Welcome to your first stream. Alright, I'm gonna update that for the engineers. Give me a second. Export. Well, it's because when I built all these kits, I didn't realize that would be a feature. I thought I'd have to, like, make them build stuff with ERP ramparts and shit. Cool. And then I'm probably going to build resupply later, just because I'm starting to feel that part where I'm a little burnt out of the scenario, and I do want to come back and do one more final check. So that'll be something I do, plus anything that's talked about via the other stuff would be good. Now I'm trying to think. Let's make that 506 one off. Let me also send the message to Drum saying, hey, I'm going to be doing a one-off tonight. Oh my god. This! Right, I almost forgot about this. Okay. Alright. That. I put it in chat. So I thought every time I bitched about Lamb's AI, I was like, no, it's okay. They have a custom version of it that's tailored to how they do things, you know? And it, again, the reasoning behind it was it's probably because it's meant for a large-scale 55 to 60-person player base, so when you do it small-scale with only a group of 10, it doesn't behave as much. No, it's fucking default. It's been default this entire fucking time, minus some, like, I was trying to give Lambs the benefit of the doubt. Turns out, shouldn't have even fucking... So mad. So mad. I'm so fucking mad about that. So just So mad. So let me put it in context as I reboot everything. Also, you're going to see Goaty here. Let me render Goaty. Goaty! Oh my god. Don't be blurry. Come on. Autofocus, baby. Please. Autofocus stuck. Autofocus, please. I beg of you. Autofocus. It doesn't like me today. What if I put up a backdrop? Come on. Come on. It hates me. Alright, well, whatever. Yes, it prefers the Asus and the background Legos and my Priel can, which only has a beer bottle. Whatever. I give up. Okay. Back to building. So, I was having some serious AI issues when I was doing the 506 CIA campaign. And I thought it was because they were running custom stuff with lambs because I noticed that they, blocked out a lot of features of it. So I'm like, okay, they probably have it gutted a weird way, which is fine, to each their own. And it was to the point, so the AI would crash into the jungle with their aircraft multiple times, even though it was all flat terrain. They would shoot at each other at their spawn point, even though they were all based off of CSAT Op4. And I just redesigned the kits off of Op4. There wasn't any custom scripting of, they were Blue 4 and then switched to Op4. No, none of that shit. Because sometimes that happens because they don't change properly in time, so they kill each other before that change can be done on the init. But no, these were all, actually Op4 based. They would just start shooting at each other for no freaking reason. It's like, why? What are you doing? But no, apparently that's all just default Lamb's AI, and I'm like, oh. Just makes me hate it even more. Thanks. Thanks, I hate it. Oh, man. Freaking... AI's stuck, please, I beg of you. Alright, I'm gonna run an intermission just because we're gonna transfer into another recording, so...